Often we think that criticism comes from the place of love, because we criticize things and other people and things in our life because we care. I mean, if we wouldn't care, we wouldn't be bothered in expressing our opinion and the thoughts that might be helpful, we might think. That's why we express our criticism, because we see this, how things could be improved, in our own life, how things could be improved in our friend's life, in our partner's life, and in the world. That's why we're expressing our criticism, because it's not just complaining, We know what needs to be done in order for things to be better. And we might think that this comes from the place of love, because we care about these things, because I care about you so much. That's why I advise you to behave a certain way, because I know it will improve your life. That's what we might think. But if you think so, you're delusional. I mean, you might think, I love you so much, that's why I'm telling you these things. That's why I'm telling you what needs to be done, how you should behave differently for you to have a better life. That's what you might think with your brain. But what you truly transmute into this person, I don't accept the way you are right now. I don't love you the way you are right now. If you do these things in that way, you might be better, and I might love you at that point. But right now, you're not good. You're not good in that point. The same kind of message you transmute not only to the people you love, but also to yourself. When you come to the mirror and looking at your body and thinking, not good. I mean, this needs to be improved. I need to eat less. I need to exercise more. I need to cut my carbs. I need to get more protein. I don't know. You're looking at your body with they call it healthy criticism. I mean, it calls healthy because there is opinion that this kind of criticism helps you to improve in life. I mean, it might help you to improve in life and everything else, but there is another way to improve life without criticism, without healthy criticism. So when you're looking in the mirror and looking like what needs to be done for your body to be improved, what you truly transmuting to yourself, I don't like how I look right now. I don't accept myself the way I look right now. So this healthy criticism, it's a very tricky thing. I don't think any kind of criticism is helpful for anything or anyone. The same with the world. When we having this discussion, what needs to be changed in our world, like where the budget of government should be spread, what the government should do for us, how we should approach each other, what needs to be done in society, what could be improved. Like when we having this kind of discussion, we think we expressing our opinion and kind of, I don't know, maybe inspiring each other to improve the world or whatever, but what we truly transmuting, we don't like the world we live right now in. That's what the true message is. And you might ask, okay, so like I know how things could be improved in myself, in my friend's life, in my partner's life, in the world. I have this desire to improve things. What do I do with it if I, according to you, cannot criticize things? Well, I'm myself a big critic. I get used to criticize things all the time around me and inside me, and I still do sometimes. It's not that easy to turn off straight away, but I approach it completely differently. First, let's start with big picture. When you criticize in the world around you and surroundings, Instead of saying, oh, we are so bad, we are putting trash on the street all the time, and that's why there's so much trash everywhere, and after we don't know what to do with this trash, oh, we consume so much, that's why we have so many ecological problems, and blah 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 blah. Instead of emphasizing on the problems, emphasize on the solutions. Like, for example, would be so good if we would have, I don't know, more bins on the street. How can I maybe contribute myself? Maybe I can write a letter to government or something for them to put more bins around the street. Think about solution. And if you wanna criticize in a healthy way, just talk about solution. Don't talk about problem too much. I mean, you can mention it, but I don't think there is even a point of like mentioning those things. We are all aware about these things. We don't need to talk about this all the time. Instead emphasize on the solution. And if you want to talk about it, if you really want to help with your criticism, talk about the solution itself. Second, when you want to advise someone, when you see that things could be improved in someone else's life, and if you give like maybe advice, maybe like you know how to behave in this situation, or you know how these things needs to be approached, and it 100% will help other people's life. If they didn't ask you for advice, don't tell anything. Like only if they come to you and ask, do you think what can be done, like how can I improve that, only in that case you have right to speak what needs to be done in their life in order for them to be fixed. Otherwise, you must respect other people's journeys. They go through their own things. It doesn't mean like there's something is wrong like in their life even, you know. They chose this life. They choose this life every day. And they need to learn their own lesson in their own way. And whatever seems wrong for you, not so wrong for other people. It just comes down to the simple respect. Respect other people's journey. And when will you respect other people's journey, you will not interrupt others with your own advices about life and how things needs to be done. And the most important one, self-criticism. How do you approach self-criticism when you know there are certain things in your life needs to be improved, and you don't want to just pretend and sit, oh, I have a perfect life, everything is so good, you know. Of course, like you need to notice what's wrong with your life. You need to notice your problem in order for these problems to be fixed. But actually you don't. Actually you don't. I mean, you can just turn the other part of the coin of the problem. I will explain you. So for example, again, let's just take this, you don't like your body, you don't like weight you are in, you don't like your nutrition, how you like what you eat, and you don't like your level of energy, and you know it's all connected, and you're like, yeah, of course I know I could eat better, I could exercise more, I would look better, I would feel better, but for some reason I don't do this. And you don't do this because you're still emphasizing on the problem. Same again. So what I mean, there is a coin. On one side of the coin there is a problem, and this problem emphasize hate to yourself. When you emphasizing on the problem, I don't eat good food, I don't exercise, I don't do things that I should have done. You concentrating on, again, not accepting the way you are, not accepting the food you eat, not accepting your life, and you just basically like transmuting to yourself, I hate myself, I hate my life. This is what kind of message you're transmuting when you're emphasizing on this side of the coin of the problem. And there is another side of the coin, solution and acceptance and appreciation. Same topics, you can just approach in a different way. For example, when you have a choice, like to eat, I don't know, processed food or cooked from home food, instead of saying I should eat home cooked food because I want to lose weight, because I want to feel better, because I want my energy go up, I shouldn't eat this junk food anymore. Instead of doing this and again emphasizing on the problem, just tell to yourself, I love my body, I respect my body, I nurture my body, and that's why I choose to eat home cooked food tonight, because I love my body so much. So instead of emphasizing on the hate and on the problem, you just emphasizing on the love again. Same with exercise. I should go to gym and lift some weight, or I should go for a run because I didn't do exercise today, I didn't do exercise this week and this month, whatever, and I have so much fat I need to lose. Instead of doing this, you're approaching it completely different way. I'm going for a run now because I respect my body, because I love my body, and because my body loves movement, and because I love this feeling when I'm engaged with my body, because I appreciate this body and I love moving through this body. I love living life through this body. So again, instead of emphasizing on the hate and what's wrong, there is another coin of this criticism. And I think that's the only way of healthy criticism, but that's just doesn't become criticism anymore. That just becomes love. And that's true. If you criticize anything or anyone, it's only because you truly care. It's only because you truly love this thing, and you wouldn't criticize if you wouldn't care. But you must go beyond these levels, what's wrong, what needs to be fixed, and don't transmute and don't express these things. You must go beyond on the level where you actually love and express this criticism, if it's possible, from the place of love. And in that case, it's not even criticism anymore. So yeah, I believe if we criticize ourselves, each other, world around us, and whatever happening around us, a little bit less. I mean, I don't know if it's possible to cut it off completely for now, because even myself, I practice acceptance, self-acceptance, acceptance of other, acceptance in the moment a lot. But I have such a long way to go, because I was just criticizing everything, and now maybe I'm 50% down, but I have so much to learn myself. And I think this video that I'm recording right now, it's gonna be a great reminder for myself how can I approach these things when I want to improve things so badly, you know. Just emphasize on the solution, emphasize on love instead of hate and problem. Yeah, I hope it was helpful for you. How can you approach criticism in your own life? And I love you so much. I'm so grateful for your attention, for that you watched this video, and for your comments below. It gives me such a warm feeling on my heart when I read all these comments. And I love you.